Listen, if you think life's a movie, mine was a damn rom-com, complete with the golden hour beach shots and a guy who looked like he walked off a Harley Davidson ad. Huntington Beach, California sparkled like it was auditioning for a Hollywood blockbuster. The waves crashed all poetic. The sun blazed like it had a personal stylist. And me? I was Sarah, 32, the chick who had it all, a slick job at the bank, a wardrobe that screamed, "I'm professional but cute." And Mike, my husband, who could charm the flip-flops off a surfer. We were that couple, the ones you'd see on Instagram with captions like, "Living our best life." But here's the kicker. Lately, Mike's jacket reeked of some floral perfume that sure as hell wasn't mine. Yeah, plot twist, right? Huntington Beach was our stage. Picture it. Palm trees swaying like they're in on the vibe, seagulls squawking like they're judging your bikini, and the Pacific Ocean glittering like it's got a filter on. I'd walk out of the bank at 5, heels clicking, hair in a messy bun, feeling like I was in a Nancy Meyers movie. Mike, though? He was the opposite of my buttoned-up vibe. 6 feet of scruffy charm, always in a leather jacket, riding his Harley with his biker crew, the Pacific Eagles. Those guys were like a casting call for Sons of Anarchy, all beards and loud laughs. Mike was their star, and I was his leading lady. Or so I thought. Back when we started, it was all hard eyes and sunset rides. I'd hop on the back of his bike, arms around his waist, the wind whipping my hair as we cruised Pacific Coast Highway. He'd pull over at some cliff, the sky all pink and orange, and say cheesy stuff like, "Sarah, you're my whole world." I'd laugh, roll my eyes, but damn, I ate it up. He'd kiss me, all salty from the sea air, and I'd think, this is it, my happily ever after. Fast forward 5 years, and that world, it's got a weird perfume smell, and I'm not buying his excuses anymore. I'm not a detective, okay? I'm a banker. I deal with numbers, not clues. But even I can't ignore the red flags piling up like unpaid bills. Mike started coming home late, like, "Oh, babe, got caught up at work late." Work? The guy's a mechanic. Last I checked, garages don't stay open till midnight. His phone's locked tighter than Fort Knox, and when I asked about it, he'd grin and say, "Just keeping my fantasy football secrets safe, babe." Fantasy football, my ass. Then there was the bar receipt I found in his pocket. $150 for mojitos and some fruity nonsense with paper umbrellas. I laughed like, "What kind of client drinks mojitos? You working for a tiki bar now?" He shrugged, all casual. "Just a work thing, Sarah. Chill." Chill? My gut screaming louder than a seagull over a dropped fry. I tried to be the perfect wife, you know? I'd cook his favorite steak, fold his damn bandanas, keep the house looking like a Pinterest board, but every time he walked in late, smelling like someone else's perfume, it was like a cat clawing at my brain. "Something's off, Sarah. Wake up." I'd lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, imagining him on some secret episode of The Bachelor, handing out roses to God knows who. American guys, man, they don't just lie. They deliver a whole TED Talk to sell you their bullshit. And I bought it every damn time. Then came the text. One night, I'm folding laundry, half watching The Office, when Mike's phone buzzes on the counter. He's in the shower, so I glance over. Sue me, I'm human. The screen lights up. "Thanks for helping last night. It was amazing." From some random number, no name. My heart does this weird flip, like I just missed a step on a staircase. I confront him later, all casual. "Hey, who's texting you about last night?" He doesn't even flinch, just flashes that sitcom smile. "Oh, that's just a coworker, babe. Helped her fix a printer at the shop." No biggie. A printer? At a mechanic shop? "I'm sorry, are you fixing cars or starring in Office Space?" He pulls me into a hug, all, "You worry too much, Sarah. I'm your good old husband." And damn it, I believed him. That smile could sell ice to a penguin. But now, looking back, I'm like, "Sarah, you idiot. You're the sidekick in your own rom-com." I'm not proud of it, but I started overthinking everything. Every late night, every locked phone, every whiff of that perfume. It was like my brain was scripting a drama series. I joked to myself, if I'm wrong, I'm just paranoid. If I'm right, I'm starring in a Lifetime movie. But I didn't want to be that wife, you know? the one sniffing around like a bloodhound. So I pushed it down, kept smiling, kept playing the part of Mrs. Perfect. Until that night. I'm sprawled on the couch, laughing at Jim and Pam when my phone rings. It's one of Mike's biker buddies, Tommy, sounding like he just saw a ghost. Sarah, Mike's been in an accident. He's at the hospital. My heart stops. I grab my keys, my mind racing, half worried, half pissed. This guy better not die before I grill him about that mojito receipt, I mutter, slamming the car door. I'm speeding through Huntington Beach, the neon lights blurring, thinking, Mike, you better be alive because I'm not playing the grieving widow in your damn soap opera. I'm tearing through Huntington Beach, my SUV's tires screeching like they're auditioning for Fast and Furious. The hospital's 10 minutes away, but it feels like a lifetime. My heart's pounding, half from panic, half from pure, unfiltered rage. Mike's in a hospital bed, and I'm stuck wondering if I'm racing to save my husband or to strangle him for that damn mojito receipt. If you're alive, Mike, you're explaining that perfume, I mutter, dodging a red light. The neon signs blur past. Taco joints, surf shops, all mocking my so-called perfect life. I'm not a monster, okay? I'm worried sick, but there's a part of me thinking, if he's faking this for sympathy, I'm pitching him to Grey's Anatomy. I slam into the hospital parking lot, the place reeking of antiseptic and bad decisions. The ER's a circus. Nurses barking orders, a guy in the corner moaning about his foot, and that sterile white light making everyone look like they're in a zombie flick. I spot Mike's Pacific Eagles crew huddled in a corner, their leather vests and scruffy beards screaming, "We don't belong here!" Tommy, the one who called, looks like he's about to puke. "Sarah, he's in there," he says, pointing to a curtained-off bed. I march over, my heels clicking like a countdown to war. Mike's lying there, head wrapped in bandages, face pale, but still, damn him, stupidly handsome. "You better wake up, you idiot," I whisper, my hand brushing his. "I need answers, and work thing ain't cutting it." I'm standing there, half praying, half plotting my interrogation, when I hear it. Click, clack, click, clack. High heels, moving fast. I turn, and there she is. A blonde bombshell, early 20s, in a tight sweater that screams, "I'm the hot guest star." Her eyes are red, mascara smudged, and she's clutching a purse like it's her lifeline. She rushes to Mike's bed, completely ignoring me, and wails, "Mike, are you okay?" I freeze, like, excuse me, did I just walk onto a soap opera set? She's practically throwing herself at him, and then, oh, hell no, I catch it. That floral perfume, the same one haunting Mike's jacket. My brain's screaming, "Jackpot, Sarah. This is the mojito-drinking, printer-fixing coworker." She finally notices me, her eyes widening like a deer in headlights. Before I can say anything, she takes a deep breath and drops the bomb. "I'm Emily," she says, voice shaky but loud. "Mike's girlfriend." Girlfriend. Girlfriend. I'm standing there, his actual wife, feeling like I just got demoted to random extra in my own marriage. "Hold up," I say, my voice dripping with sarcasm. "You're his girlfriend? So what am I, his live-in maid?" My mind's racing. This is the chick from the text, the bar, the perfume. I'm about to lose it, but the room's already spiraling into a sitcom nightmare. That's when Mike's buddies make it worse. Tommy and some guy with a man bun start whispering, loud enough for the whole ER to hear. "Dude, why'd you call both Sarah and Emily?" Tommy hisses. Man bun groans. "I didn't know, man. His phone's got Sarah wife and Emily VIP right next to each other." I whip around, my glare sharp enough to cut through their leather vests. "What did you just say?" I snap. "My husband's ranking his women like a Yelp review?" The whole room goes dead silent. Tommy's face turns red, Man bun stares at the floor, and the nurse at the desk looks like she's praying for a code blue to save her from this mess. It's like we're on Saturday Night Live, and these idiots just tanked the sketch. I turn back to Emily, who's standing there, mouth half open, looking like she just realized she's a guest star on the wrong show. That perfume's choking me now, like a neon sign screaming, "Mike's a liar." I'm livid, but there's this tiny, ridiculous part of me that wants to laugh. My husband's turned our marriage into a bad episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I'm stuck in the middle of it. "So, I say, my voice pure venom. You're the one drinking mojitos with my husband? Nice sweater, by the way. Did he buy it with our joint account? Emily flinches, but she doesn't back down. I didn't know he was married, she says, her voice cracking. He said he was. I cut her off with a laugh, sharp and bitter. Oh, honey, save it. Mike's got more stories than Netflix. The room's a pressure cooker now. The Eagles are pretending to study the floor tiles. Emily's hovering like she's debating whether to bolt. And Mike's still out cold, probably dreaming of his next TED Talk lie. I'm shaking, not from sadness. Nah, that's later. But from the sheer absurdity of it all. I'm the wife, the one who's been folding his damn socks, and now I'm sharing the stage with some chick who thinks she's the leading lady. It's humiliating, but also kind of hilarious. Like, only Mike could turn a hospital room into a reality TV showdown. I don't scream, though. I'm not giving these clowns the satisfaction. Instead, I pull up a chair, sit next to Mike, and start smoothing his hair, all calm and creepy, like I'm in a Tarantino flick. You sleep tight, babe, I whisper, my eyes flicking to Emily. When you wake up, we're having a little chat, all three of us. Emily's standing there, clutching her purse, looking like she's regretting every life choice that led to this moment. I lean back, cross my arms, and think, let's see how this episode ends, Mike. Your move, asshole. The hospital room's a pressure cooker, the kind of tense where you could hear a pin drop and it'd sound like a grenade. I'm sitting by Mike's bed, wiping sweat off his forehead like some devoted wife in a Hallmark movie. But inside, I'm a volcano ready to erupt. Across the room, Emily's pacing in her stupidly tight sweater, her high heels clicking like a metronome of bad decisions. Mike's biker buddies, the Pacific Eagles, are slouched in the corner, looking like they'd rather face a bar fight than my death glare. The air smells like antiseptic and betrayal, and that damn floral perfume from Emily's practically choking me. Thanks for the drama, guys, I mutter under my breath. Next time, sell tickets. I'm staring at Mike, his face all peaceful under those bandages, and I'm torn between wanting him to wake up and wanting to shake him until he spills every lie. You're lucky you're unconscious, buddy, I whisper, my fingers brushing his hand. Because when you open those eyes, I'm serving you a divorce paper with a side of sarcasm. Emily's hovering a few feet away, her eyes red, like she's about to audition for a soap opera. She keeps glancing at Mike, then at me, then back at Mike, like she's stuck in a game of emotional ping pong. I almost feel bad for her. Almost. What's your deal, Barbie? I think, smirking. You thought you were the star of Mike's rom-com, didn't you? Emily's a mess, and not just because her mascara's running. She's gripping her purse so tight her knuckles are white, and every time she moves toward Mike's bed, she stops, like she's remembering I'm the wife. I can tell she's torn. Part of her wants to throw herself at him, sob about her boyfriend, but my presence is like a neon sign screaming, back off, he's married. She's not some evil homewrecker, though. The way her eyes dart around, the way she flinches when I look at her, she's just as blindsided as I am. Mike fed her the same fairy tale he sold me, probably with the same cheesy lines. Poor kid, I think, my sarcasm softening for a split second. You got cast in the wrong show, too. The Eagles aren't helping. Tommy's muttering to Man Bun, something about never trusting Mike's phone again, and I shoot them a look that could melt steel. You guys are the worst wingmen in history, I snap, loud enough to make them flinch. What's next? You gonna invite his Tinder matches to the recovery party? They shrink back, their leather vests practically squeaking with guilt. This whole scene's like a bad episode of Asterisk Arrested Development. Wow. Everyone's screwing up, and I'm stuck cleaning up the mess. I lean back in my chair, crossing my arms, thinking, Mike, you turned our marriage into a reality show, and I didn't even get a script. Then the doctor walks in, and shit gets weirder. He's this tired-looking guy with a clipboard, flipping through Mike's chart like it's a takeout menu. Mr. Thompson's fine, he says, all business. Mild concussion, mostly drunk. He'll wake up soon. Drunk? Of course, Mike's starring in his own asterisk Californication asterisk reboot. But then the doctor drops a bomb, casual as hell. Funny, he was here last month. Said he hurt his shoulder fixing a car in the garage. This guy's got to slow down. Stress, maybe? I freeze, my brain short-circuiting. Fixing a car? Mike can't tell a wrench from a wine glass. I glance at Emily and her jaw's practically on the floor. She didn't know about this either. Garage, I say, my voice sharp. Doc, my husband's idea of fixing a car is calling AAA. The doctor shrugs like he's used to patients lying and walks out. That's when it hits me. Mike's not just cheating, he's living a whole secret life. Like he's got a spin-off series we weren't invited to. I'm picturing him sneaking around, spinning stories about work and shoulder injuries, while Emily and I are just props in his personal bachelor season. I'm pissed, but there's this dark, twisted part of me that wants to laugh. You're a genius, Mike, I think, glaring at his sleeping face. Lying to two women and still finding time to fake a garage accident? Oscar-worthy. The room goes quiet again, heavy, like we're all holding our breath for the next plot twist. Emily stops pacing, sinking into a chair, her eyes locked on Mike. I'm still by his bed, my hand on his, but it's not love, it's strategy. I'm waiting for him to wake up so I can rip his script apart. Then, for one weird second, Emily and I lock eyes. No words, just this understanding. We're not enemies, we're both suckers who fell for Mike's charm. It's like that slow motion moment in This Is Us where the music swells and you realize the real fight's not between us. We're both idiots, I think, almost smiling. Welcome to the Mike Thompson fan club, Emily. I lean back, my eyes flicking between her and Mike, and I feel it, this calm, dangerous clarity. You sleep, babe, I whisper to him, my voice low. Because when you wake up, I'm not just your wife. I'm your goddamn reckoning. Emily's watching me, and I give her a nod like, hold tight, kid. This show's about to get real. The hospital hums around us, but in here, it's just me, Emily, and the lying bastard who thought he could direct us both. Game on, Mike. The hospital room's bathed in morning light, all golden and hazy, like the opening shot of some gritty Californication episode. Mike's still lying there, bandages and all, looking like a fallen rock star who partied too hard. I'm in my chair, legs crossed, sipping terrible hospital coffee, ready to direct this showdown like I'm freaking Scorsese. Emily's in the corner, her purse clutched like a shield, eyes darting like she's waiting for the other shoe to drop. The Pacific Eagles are long gone. Guess they figured this soap opera didn't need their commentary. The air's thick with tension, and that damn floral perfume from Emily's still lingering, like a ghost of Mike's bullshit. Showtime, babe, I mutter, glaring at his sleeping face. Your audience is waiting. Then it happens. Mike stirs, his eyes fluttering open, and for a split second, he looks at me with that old, charming grin. Sarah, he croaks, voice weak. I'm sorry. Sorry? My blood's boiling, but before I can unload, his gaze shifts past me. He sees Emily standing there like a deer caught in a rom-com, and his face goes from pale to ghost white. It's like he just realized he's the punchline in a Seinfeld episode gone wrong. Oh, you're awake, I say, my voice all sugar and venom. Good timing, because I've got some notes on your performance as husband of the year. Emily shifts, her heels clicking, and Mike's eyes dart between us like he's trapped in a nightmare remake of The Bachelor. I lean forward, my smile sharp enough to cut glass. So, Mike, I say, care to explain why Emily here thinks she's your girlfriend? What am I, your personal assistant? Your prop wife for the family photos? Emily jumps in, her voice shaky but fierce. I thought he was single, she says, her eyes wet. He told me he wasn't married, that he lived alone. I let out a laugh, loud and bitter, like I'm auditioning for a dark comedy. Oh, honey, don't feel special, I say, turning to her. He fed me the same fairy tale just with a wedding ring and a joint checking account. Mike's squirming now, his hands gripping the bedsheet like it's his last lifeline. He tries to talk, his voice all raspy and pathetic. Sarah, it's not what you think, he says. Emily was just a fling, I swear, I love you. A fling? I roll my eyes so hard I'm surprised that they don't fall out. A fling, I snap. You've been casting flings like you're running a goddamn reality show. Mojitos, perfume, late nights. How many episodes did I miss, Mike? Emily's shaking her head, her voice cracking. You lied to me for months, she says, stepping closer. You said I was the only one. I turn to her, smirking. Welcome to the club, sweetheart. Membership includes heartbreak and a free lie detector test. Mike's floundering, his excuses piling up like a bad stand-up routine. It didn't mean anything, he says, his eyes pleading. I was stressed. Work was crazy. I cut him off, my voice pure ice. Stressed? You were stressed, so you started a side hustle as Huntington Beach's Casanova. I'm about to lay into him more when his phone buzzes on the bedside table, the screen lighting up like a plot twist waiting to happen. I grab it before he can, and there it is. A text from Jess saying, You okay? So worried. Jess. Jess. I hold up the phone, my laugh dark and dangerous. Who's Jess, Mike? I say, waving it like a smoking gun. Another coworker? Another printer repair job? Emily's eyes widen and we exchange a look like, oh hell, there's a spin-off. Mike's practically hyperventilating now, his face a mix of panic and defeat. She's just a friend, he stammers, from the bar. I lean in close, my voice low and deadly. A friend. Mike, you're not running a bar. You're running a casting call for every chick in Orange County. Emily's staring at him, her hands clenched, and for a second, I think she might slap him. I wouldn't stop her. This jerk's earned it. The room's a circus now, and I'm done playing the clown. I stand up, smoothing my jacket, my voice calm but razor sharp. You know what, Mike? I say, looking down at him. You can keep your apologies and your friends. I'm done being the sidekick in your shitty sitcom. I turn to Emily, who's wiping her eyes, looking like she's aged 10 years in 10 minutes. Hey, Emily, I say, my tone softening just a touch. Good luck with this one. You'll need it, because I'm officially out of this train wreck. She nods, her lips trembling, and I almost feel a pang of pity. Almost. I grab my purse, my heels clicking as I head for the door. Rest up, Mike, I call over my shoulder, my voice dripping with sarcasm. You'll need your strength to explain Jess to your fan club. I don't look back, but I can feel their eyes on me. Mike's panic, Emily's shock, the whole damn hospital probably placing bets on what happens next. I'm shaking, not from sadness, but from this weird electric mix of rage and freedom. You thought you could play me, Mike? I think, stepping into the hallway. Wrong move, buddy. This is my show now. I walk out of that hospital like I'm stepping off the set of a bad reality show. The Huntington Beach sun hitting me like a spotlight. My heels click on the pavement, my purse swings with purpose, and for the first time in forever, I feel light, not happy, not yet, but like I just shed 100 pounds of Mike's bullshit. The ocean's roaring in the distance, the air smells like salt and freedom, and I'm thinking, Sarah, you just survived your own personal *Survivor* season. Sure, my marriage is a dumpster fire, and my heart's taken a beating, but I'm not crying. Nah, crying so last season. I'm ready to laugh, to live, to rewrite this script with me as the damn star. Driving home, the Pacific Coast Highway stretches out like a promise. Palm trees sway, seagulls dive bomb some tourists' fries, and the sunset's painting the sky all pink and gold like it's trying to cheer me up. I crank the radio, some old-school Joan Jett screaming about not giving a damn, and I'm singing along, loud and off-key, because why not? 15 years, Mike, I yell to no one, laughing like a maniac. I thought I was Rachel in *Friends*, but I was just the coffee shop barista in your stupid show. It's pathetic, sure, but it's also hilarious. My life's a sitcom, and I'm finally done playing the supportive wife cameo. Back home, the house feels different. It's still our place. Same couch where we binged *. The office *. Same kitchen where I burned his birthday cake. But it's mine now. I pour myself a glass of wine, kick off my heels, and stand on the balcony, watching the waves crash. I think about the last 5 years, all the late nights, the locked phones, that damn perfume. I was so busy being Mrs. Perfect, I forgot how to be Sarah. No more, I say, raising my glass to the ocean. From now on, I'm casting myself as the lead. I'm not delusional, divorce is coming, and it'll be messy. But I'm done letting Mike direct my life. The next few days, I start small. I hit the beach at dawn, barefoot, the sand cold under my toes, just breathing in the salty air. I grab a latte from that overpriced cafe on Main Street, the one Mike always called a hipster trap, and I sit there, people watching, feeling like me again. I even sign up for a kickboxing class because nothing says new Sarah like punching the crap out of a bag while imagining it's Mike's face. Take that, you mojito-drinking liar! I grunt, landing a solid hit. The instructor laughs, probably thinking I'm unhinged, but I don't care. I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving, baby. I know the marriage is over. Mike's lies, Emily, Jess, who knows who else, broke something that can't be fixed. But I'm not bitter. Okay, maybe a little. I mean, the guy turned our life into asterisk the Bachelor asterisk, and I didn't even get a rose. But instead of wallowing, I'm choosing to laugh. Life hurts, I tell myself, sipping my latte. But you gotta keep it moving. Crying's out, smirking's in. I start thinking about the future. Maybe I'll take that promotion at the bank, travel somewhere sunny, or hell, buy my own Harley. Why not? If Mike can live a double life, I can live a badass single one. Then, a few days later, the twist hits. I'm scrolling through my phone when a text pops up from an unknown number. It's Emily, of all people. "Sarah, I'm so sorry," it reads. I had no idea Mike was married. He lied to me, too. I stare at the screen, my coffee going cold. Emily's not the villain. She's just another sucker who fell for Mike's charm. I picture her in that hospital room, all red eyes and regret, and I feel this weird kinship. We're not friends, but we're survivors of the same con artist. I text back, my fingers flying. "Hey, no hard feelings. Next time, run a background check on your boyfriends." I hit send, smirking, and add, "P.S. That sweater was cute. Keep it. You earned it." She replies with a laughing emoji, and just like that, I'm grinning. Mike played us both, but we're not the ones looking stupid now. I lean back, imagining him alone in that hospital bed, probably still spinning lies to nurse whoever. "Good luck, buddy," I think, my voice pure sarcasm. "You want to come crawling back? Sell that Harley first because I'm done being your sidekick." I step back onto the balcony, the ocean sparkling like it's cheering me on. Life's not perfect, and yeah, it stings, but I'm standing tall. I'm Sarah, the chick who got knocked down and got back up, ready to write her own damn story, and this time, it's gonna be a blockbuster.